Hey folks, this is IO and we're back playing some more World of Tanks. So as you can see, this is KIttyshank and he's in his Tier 8 Waffentrager because I can't pronounce the rest. Anyways, this is a Tier 8 game on South Coast, and the special thing about this game is if you look at these stats, XGM says we have a 23% chance to win this. Now, the other team is full of Relic and Badger and other clans that should be able to handle this game fairly easily by themselves. There's a top platoon of the AMX 50-100, the IS-3, and the T-32. They're all excellent players, to say the least. So, our platoon is going to have to put some really spectacular play if we want to win this thing. Our team is going to have to put some really spectacular play if we want to win this thing. Ooh. And just realized I'm not in the right mode. There we go. Now you guys can actually see what Kitty's shooting at. Trying to thread a shot between the rocks. It's actually a really great shot to take if you have the opportunity. Looks like the Cromwell is putting shots into Kitty, which is unfortunate, but at least it's not anything else on the board putting shots into him, as anything else on the board would actually hurt him quite a bit. Now it looks like we might lose our friendly Waffentrager. That would be really bad, as we do need his firepower if we're going to win this thing. You can see Kitty backing up and trying to get angles. He doesn't want to present any more of himself than he absolutely has to, but he does want to get as many shots out as possible. Unfortunately, we did lose our friendly Waffentrager. We've also lost a couple other tanks, so already this game is starting to go downhill. He's using as many angles as he can. Ooh, nice shot. All the angles he possibly can to try and get shots off without taking a return fire. He does not want to get shot at by anyone on the enemy team, especially the enemy platoon. Those guys are just deadly. Now that was a great shot on the enemy Gyri. Probably going to make him back off and not want to be there anymore, which is good because that'll stop not only us from being spotted, but just that's a really great firing position for the enemy team. So if it's non-existent, that'll keep us alive a little bit longer. Now the enemy T-32 and IS-3s are pushing hard down low. Kitty's trying to do everything he can to stop them, as is a friendly IS-3. But if that IS-3 is not lucky, he's going to die where he is. And if he dies, then these guys are going to be able to push right through. Unfortunately, Key's taken some fairly heavy fire from the 88 and the 50-100. And now he's down to being a one-shot for anyone else. Great. Now it looks like our friendly IS-3 has died. So that means this T-32 is pretty much free to push up. Unless, of course, a Hellcat starts putting shots into him. Or maybe it's the Jackson, I can't tell. Ooh, Kitty looks like he's got a shot through the side of the T-32's turret. Takes him out of action completely, stopping the push. Now the enemy IS-3 could continue to push up, but if he's smart, he's not gonna. He's pushing into a pinch where we have superior firepower from multiple angles. It's just not a good idea for anyone to try and push up through that without the armor of the T-32. Now Kitty's currently aiming at the KV-2 down the beach, but he's down on the beach, so he's going to be behind a cliff. So there's no way Kitty's going to be able to get a shot in on him. But oh well. We are still losing this. Sadly, we're losing some of the tanks we desperately need if we're going to win this thing. Everybody's, well, right now Kitty and his platoon mate are just shifting around. They're trying to hold this side, and ooh, 3 shots on the side of an 8.8. Yeah, we'll take that all day long. Oh, come on, one more shot. Somebody hit him with an HE round. There we go. I don't know if that was an HE round or not, but anytime the target gets below about 50 health, you might as well hit them with an HE round. That way, it doesn't necessarily guarantee a kill, but guarantees a whole lot more damage. Or, sorry, it guarantees actual damage versus firing an AP shell at the front of a heavily armored target that might just bounce off. Switching to an HE shell is always a good idea when you just need that last tick of health to take off somebody. That way you can fire into a heavily armored portion of their mantle easily, or superstructure, whatever, and know you're going to do damage. And when all you need is 30 damage to kill a guy, if the shot's supposed to do 400 and it's high explosive, it's probably going to do 30. Fortunately, we lost the Nashorn behind us, so the enemy Hellcat is doing some actual damage. So now we gotta watch our backs. Kitty doesn't want to push down too far, because he's going to need to defend the cap at some point. We have killed enough enemies to equal out the teams, but they're still far superior in terms of skill than our team is. So we're going to have to play really tight and keep up good teamwork. Our low picked off the Hellcat, and with luck, the low should be able to pick off the Cromwell as well, but maybe not. We'll see. And now we know where the 5100 went to. It went all the way back to his cap to stop our Hellcat from capping. That's bad. That means we're going to lose the AT-8, and it's got to be the Panther that's also over there. Unless they get really lucky and nobody checks down where they are, they're both going to be dead. Now, we just took out the enemy Chirai. Now, the IS-3 will be next. There goes our AT-8 and our Panther. So now it's 3 versus 4, and watch out, there's an AT-8 over there. Now this guy can't do serious harm to us, but unfortunately, we don't need to be seriously harmed to die. So good use of teamwork. 2 shots hitting him almost the same time, and that low kills the IS-3. Great. Now all we have to worry about is the AMX 5100 and the Cromwell. The downside is that the AMX 50 could kill Kitty in 1 shot, the low in 1 shot, and the Hellcat in 2 shots, which means it will only take him 1 clip to end the game if he gets any shots off. Really. Great. So Kitty only has 3 gold rounds left. He has started low gold, and that's for good reason. He doesn't want to bounce any shots at this point in the game. Every single shot has to count, it has to do damage, and it has to be worth his time. Now we know where the enemy Cromwell is. Sadly, we didn't get a shot on him as he passed by. We figure we know where he's going to pop up, so our Hellcat's going to go deal with him. Now, the Hellcat and the Cromwell can dance all day. They're not really the problem. The problem really is that AMX 5100. If we do not know where the 5100 is, he could definitely come up and sneak, well, kill us all in our sleep kind of thing. All he needs is one clean shot on either the low or Kitty, and he can end this game. Because without the ability to look both ways, 5100 can simply relocate and come at you from a different direction. It's fast enough to come in, kill one tank, and then run away, use itself like a medium, and pop out in a different location and take out another tank. Oh, there's the 5100. Unfortunately, it looks like he's going to be a 2-shot unless Kitty gets really, really lucky. There goes the low. 5100 seems to be continuing forward. I guess he's confident in the fact that he can take a shot before he dies. Oh yeah, we got the drop on him. Nice, and it was a high roll. Great shot, Kitty. Good job. Okay, well then, now there's a Cromwell that's somewhere around here. Now the Hellcat is growing some... Oh, there's that. See how fast the Cromwell relocated? Yeah, there we go. One good shot and the game is over. Almost 1600 experience for this game. That was a great game to watch. You see just how many people he put shots into. Most of the time it's only a 1 shot apiece, and that's partly due to the damage, but also just the fact that he was working together with his team for most of that. So most of this was focus fire. You can see he did 4,386 damage in the game with 5 kills, and he had second most experience right behind the low. The reason the low had so much higher experience than Kitty, even though he did so much less damage, is because the low actually got quite a decent amount of spine damage, 1400 to be exact. He also took 2600 potential damage, so the low is definitely part of the reason we won this game. I do have to give props to the enemy team, especially their top platoon. Those guys did an amazing job. However, our guys used better teamwork, held the high ground, and we punished them every single mistake they made, and that's the reason we won this game. Kitty managed to fire 12 shots, and everything that hit went in. I'm kind of surprised he didn't get sniper, but I'm guessing that's because somebody got like 12 out of 12 somewhere in there. Now, sadly, because of the fact that Kitty had to switch over to gold to make sure he guaranteed that win, he spent a lot of money on ammo, and thus only made 15k because he had a premium account. But that was still a great game to watch. Thank you so much, Kitty, for sending it in. Thank you so much, guys, for watching and hitting that like or subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time. This is IO Ether out.